everybody, it's Mr. Vorhias. If you weren't sick of me before, you'll probably be sick of me now, because it's time for me to shove my opinions down your throat. As a YouTube pooper who's made 3 well-acclaimed YTPMVs, that's YouTube poop music videos for those who are unfamiliar with the vernacular, I feel it's my duty to vent about this issue, because YTPMVs are one particular facet of YouTube poop that I enjoy the most. And I have seen a lot of absolutely terrible YTPMVs. So I'm going to use knowledge of both music and YouTube pooping, and for that matter a love of top lists, to relate to you 5 fundamental rules you should consider before you ever try to make one, because simply put, it's not for everyone. It's just not. If someone ever learns from this and makes a completely awesome music video because of my advice, that would be awesome, but frankly it wouldn't surprise me if people just forego all my words altogether and just use this video as pooping fodder. That said, here's my list. Rule number 5. Know what a YTPMV is. Now, a YTPMV is a music video made with source material normally used in pooping. Simple? You'd be surprised how many people fuck that up. These are YTPMVs.
Money back guarantee, you said. Money back guarantee, you said. Money back guarantee, you said. I'm Dr. Robot, I'm just what I want. Losing your power! Losing your power! We're still losing your power!
Good stuff, right? There's songs that take YTP YouTube poop source video and incorporate it not only into the visual part, but into the audio part as well. Hell, a YTPMV doesn't even need to use stereotypical poop sources like Hotel Mario and Wand of Gamelon for it to be one. One of the ones I showed you is Transformers, if you'll recall. Now, on the other hand, things like these...
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong.
No clouds in my stones. Let it rain, I hydroplane in the bank, coming down at the Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone.
We're acting so friendly. Don't nod, don't laugh, all nicely. How'd you, Miss Lou Booty? Get it together and bring it back to me.
These are not YTPMVs. These are, unlike the other ones, they just take the source material and put music over it. It's not a YTPMV, it's an AMV, and as we all know, AMVs suck. Rule number 4, Sparta remixes, not YTPMVs. I know a lot of people are going to cry foul over this one, especially since I made one myself. Quite frankly, I'm a little bit embarrassed by that, especially since the video has the most views on my page for music that I didn't even write. But a Sparta remix isn't a YTPMV. It can't be, because there's so little forethought put into it, especially in the visual portion, and pretty much the only way to distinguish one Sparta remix from another is what goofy-sounding sample you used. So they're not YTPMVs, they're just extremely generic remixes of the exact same song. Rule number 3. Learn how to use your software of choice for producing music. Sometimes I get the feeling that me and fellow pooper Ophios are the only people who don't exclusively use Fruity Loops or FL Studio to make music. He uses Magic's Music Maker and I use GarageBand to make YTP tunes. There's nothing wrong with FL Studio if you know how to use it properly, but if you barely have a tenuous grasp on unlocking the program's full potential, it makes the music sound completely amateur. To give you an idea of how badly FL Studio can be misused in inexperienced hands, Soulja Boy produced his entire first album in the program. Yeah, and frankly there are a lot of videos down there that sound obviously made in FL Studio that sound barely a few pegs higher than Craigdat. And I'm not saying you shouldn't use FL Studio. In fact, it's a really good gateway program for people who've never programmed music before. I'm just saying you should know what the heck you're doing, especially if you're going to try it even though you've never had any musical experience in your life. Or heck, for that matter, you don't even need to use original background music. You could take some existing music and sync YTP footage onto it cleverly, like that one video that mixed Katamari Damacy music with Robotnik. Syncing. That brings me to my next rule. Rule number 2. Would you people learn how to sync up your goddamn footage to the tune, for fuck's sake? This is probably the most irritating trend I've ever seen in YTPMVs. Hell, it's practically the norm in Sparta remixes. That's the fundamental rule in electronically produced music in general. If you're using samples and they don't sync up to the song at all, or follow its beat, or anything, it sounds like it was put together by kindergartners with fucking school glue. And finally, rule number 1. Push the goddamn envelope, would ya? Here's what I mean. A month or two ago, a fellow YouTube pooper, Christoph, posted this.
Good times. That just sucked out of control.
It's intriguing, because it could potentially signify a shift in direction for YTPMVs, completely getting rid of any background music, beats, etc., and making the entire tune, melody and all, out of footage. Even though the tune is an indescribable and barely recognizable mess, it's still many pegs higher than crap like this.
Hilda, Duke Onklet is under attack.
Uninspired, generic, sonically thin garbage. But you know what the sad part is? That sorry excuse for a music video I just showed is the third most popular YT goddamn MV on YouTube. Are standards really that low? I know I'm talking about YouTube poop here, but fucking hell! Let me sum up this rule. Try something different. Don't make another Sparta remix. Don't make a video of George the Volcano lip-syncing to Akon tunes. And for that matter, don't use typical YTP source material. And if you must, try using it differently. I guarantee you there are already about 15 different videos out there focusing solely on the king saying dinner over a crudely cobbled together beat. Oh yeah, one last bonus tip. Don't mix sources. It sounds stupid, especially when the audio quality on the videos are completely different. Well, you're probably all sick of my shoving opinions down your throat, so to sort of cleanse the palate, to act as a sort of opinion breath mint, I shall now roll the credits to footage of cooking bacon. That looks delicious, doesn't it?